Hello and welcome to Devlog 3. I'm Ian Lindsay from Game Digits, and I'm going to be taking you through some of the texturing and shader processes that I use in the hotel project. So this week I've been trying to put together the shader framework in order to get a realistic look, like Red Matter 2 for example, on the Quest. So it had to be super optimal. So this is the process that I came up with. So first of all, we have a base colour, and this is just a palette texture, a very small texture you can just get the colour from. Next we have the standard albedo texture. Next we have the detail texture, which can be tiled across the surface multiple times. Next we have the ambient occlusion texture. And finally we have the metallic texture. As all these textures are grayscale, we can combine these into the RGB channel of one image. Therefore we can have all of the information about a PBR material just in one image, and then also add a normal map. Given there's lots of materials in the game, I combine these into a 2D texture array. This will allow the detail textures to be tiled even though they're all combined into one image. I also atlas the colour texture so everything's in one image too. So how can we make this work as an art pipeline? First of all, I've modelled the environment in Blender. The whole scene there is one mesh, and it's all referencing one material. However, the UVs are mapped into sections of the images, and all these images have been combined from a selection of materials already. The first set of UVs are referencing the palette image, so you can colour the geometry. The second set of UVs are referencing the colour atlas. These UVs are also used for the detail textures. They are multiplied up, and they reference the PBR material data that we set up previously. So what does this look like in Unity? I've written a custom shader here, and here is the base palette colour. Now add the static light maps. Now add the detail textures that can be repeated over the surface due to them being in the 2D texture array. Finally, add the cube map reflections. This will take advantage of the detail PBR data that was set up previously. As a result, we have an entire static scene with one material and one draw call, and also, as you get close to the surfaces, you'll see that it's incredibly high detail. This is essential in VR because the player can just place their head anywhere near the surfaces. It's also important to have the reflections correct, so each eye is seeing a different version of the surface. Another thing that I worked on this week was the cube map reflections. Unity does have its own Unity cube map reflection feature, however I found there was too many issues and things just never lined up correctly. So for the static custom shader, I put in my own box projection so that I can just tweak the values and then have it align to the geometry correctly. In this scene there's two cube maps, there's one for the main area and also one for the desk. So that was the devlog for this week. Thank you for watching. I'll be doing the Halloween VR Game Jam next week, so it'll probably be 2 weeks when the next devlog is done. See you then.